I'm Krystle Starr. I work for Samaze.com. So what got me into cosplay, I would have to say, would be my dad. I grew up watching Star Trek, and I worked for the school paper, and some of my guy friends started a website called Wide Range Appeal, and they needed a spokesperson to interview the celebrities at conventions. So they came to me, and William Shatner was going to be at this convention, and I lit up like, Will Shat, what? There. Yes, so I actually invited my dad, and we did an interview with Shatner with my dad, and it was totally emotional. I completely freaked out and was starstruck from this old Shatner. Don't get me, if Shatner's watching, I'm so sorry, I love you. After that, my goal was kind of to meet the entire living cast of Star Trek, and I promised myself that I would not stop going to conventions until that was done. And sadly, I reached my goal last year at Space City, last year in Houston. I met Chekhov, and I totally broke down in tears, and I had like a face painted mask on, and that just went everywhere. And he was so touched by it that he gave me all this free stuff and signed a bunch of stuff for me. Now I just do it because I'm addicted to seeing myself look different in the mirror. And I love wigs. I've got a whole room dedicated to wigs and Star Wars memorabilia. So that's kind of what keeps me going. But yeah, what got me going was my dad and making him proud, and he's met almost all of them because of me, and I've met all of them, so yeah. Well, my first costume, I was actually on a date. We went to A-Con. It was my first convention ever, and we walked in. I was a civilian in normal clothes, and I was like, whoa, these people are crazy. What are they wearing? And I kind of thought to myself, I've got a costume at home, and a few months earlier I made this werewolf costume, and I looked online, searched costumes, and I found a picture of Yaya Han. I didn't even know it was Yaya Han. I was just some girl in a Felicia costume, and I loved her shoes, and so I built this whole werewolf costume built around her shoes from that costume. So I wore it to the convention the next day, and apparently it looks almost identical to some like anime porn character, and so all these guys were like, and I had no idea who this character. I was just a werewolf, okay? And so we walked by one of these booths that like have like the hidden back booth, and this guy comes running out with like all these posters and comics and DVDs and stuff, and he was like, oh my god, here, you're amazing. And I was like, who the hell is this character? And to this day, I forget her name, but I have all the posters and stuff at home still. But I looked at it and I was like, holy crap. Like everyone, this is why people are taking pictures of me. And so I like had to get out of that costume, and on my way, we were leaving the convention, and all of a sudden I see the picture of the girl that I saw on the line, and it's Yaya Han, and I had no idea who she was. She's happened to be at the convention, and so I was like, oh my god, we can't leave right now. And so I went up and did a panel with her and got all these pictures with her, talked to her afterwards. She loved my outfit, she loved my shoes, and I was like, you inspired me to do this. And I'll never wear that outfit ever again. My favorite costume, I like my pinup costume. It has nothing to do with like typical cosplay or convention stuff. But I did it because I did an amazing Captain America photo, and one of my guy friends that I went to junior high with saw it overseas in Afghanistan, and he said, oh my god, I showed my guys, my troop this, we love it, can you please do something especially just for us? And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna make you a whole calendar with all different girls. And so I got 12 of my hottest girlfriends together, and I literally bought the costumes, did their hair and makeup, paid for, like, I did all the, like, you know, Samaze.com did all the editing for them. We sent 3,000 overseas to Afghanistan. These guys sent us this huge picture back with all of them, not all 3,000, but a good amount of them, holding up their favorite pinup girl and like giving us thumbs up. And I cried. Like, I cried so hard when I got that picture. I'm about to cry now. Whew. But that's my favorite. In fact, that's the one I sell most of, which is odd because, you know, I'm at the conventions and it's not a convention photo, but it's an awesome photo, and it's got a ton of meaning behind that photo. So that's my favorite costume slash poster. Convention-wise, anything that Ken Pearson does of me. He makes me look like a movie star. He's awesome. What do I love about cosplay. It's so easy. It's the kids. It's the kids, and it's people's faces that immediately know who I am as soon as they see me. If someone, and I can tell across the room, someone walks in, they light up because they know exactly who I'm supposed to be, exactly who I am, and then when I can replicate a character so perfectly that it takes no thought for a person to be like, you know, then that's it. That's what does it for me. And I love being in my costume and walking by a mirror because I'm no longer myself, and that's awesome. I love escaping myself and seeing magic happen. Yeah, I did a clown for Halloween, and we actually had to leave early because I did it so well that I freaked myself out every time we passed a mirror, and I had to go home early. Couldn't do it anymore. Could not do it. So yeah, I love the transformation, and I love making people happy. I genuinely like love the feeling of like a little girl just being like, oh my god, you are Superwoman, you are Supergirl, and when I grow up, I could do that too, you know? And that's the fuel that keeps me going. I really just want to have fun. I want to stop if I'm not having fun. I want to be able to walk into a convention and I want people to want me there. I want people to be like, I love your work, keep doing it, and they are, you know, that's already happening.